everyone, welcome back to Studioloo. It's Cindy and I'm here with my daughter, and I'm going to be taking on part 2 of the Rustic 7 challenge that was issued by Elisa Klotchman. And today the 7 things that have been chosen for me to make a tag out of were chosen by my daughter. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what each of these things are? So what's this?
It's a star that I got from my little mama.
So it's a starfish. Okay, so then what do we have here? What's inside here?
Little things.
So those are lentils and those are pieces of rice from the sensory table, right? Your brother's little table. And then what's this?
It's a mouse message.
It's a mouse message. And a little mouse wrote it on the back of this clothing tag, I guess, right? And then what is this? This cup I have to use?
Oh, it's a baby cup.
It's a baby cup. For what? For what?
Oh, it was for holding vegetables in so the baby can eat those vegetables.
Oh, for vegetables. Okay, I think it was fruit salad maybe. And then what's this?
It's a rainbow square.
It's rainbow squares. It looks like it's the backing from a bunch of stickers, right?
Yeah, it's from that number block game.
Oh, from your number blocks game. Okay. And then what's this?
Oh, that's like a paper.
Mm-hmm. I think it's from a record, right?
Yeah, it came from my record machine.
From your record machine. Okay. And then what's this?
Oh, it's paper that he puts his labels on.
So this is from Daddy's labels that he puts on the bags that he labels for his work. Okay, so I have to use all of these things to make a journal tag for my journal.
But, wait.
What?
Mama?
Yes?
Would you like to find some stuff down here so I can make a beautiful picture of you?
We can do that too. Thank you. Okay, so that is the story behind all the stuff that I need to use. And we will talk very soon once I get some supplies together. Okay, so let's try to figure out what to do here. Okay, so the first challenge clearly is the starfish. Where to begin with a starfish? So this starfish is one of the things that my daughter picked up. So there was a really funny thing that happened as a result of, social distancing. And it's that we didn't go shopping for a really long time. And so my daughter had gone shopping with me relatively frequently when she was about two and a half. And then, March of 2020 came around, whatever year this all started in. And things had to definitely change because we couldn't take unvaccinated or little people anywhere, even after we had been vaccinated. So I was trying to get this giant jelly off of this plastic. Hold on. Okay. So there was no shopping. And then eventually, when she was fully vaccinated at the age of 4, she was able to come shopping again. But then her selections for things that she wanted to buy became very bizarre. Things like shower curtain rings, random starfish, although this isn't that bizarre for a kid. But yeah, all sorts of different things. So this is one of those things. So what I was thinking about it is using it for mark making. Now, I've never done jelly printing and tried to use a starfish before, but that's really the only idea that I could think of, unless I were to start to chip this thing apart and use it in a shaker or under a lamination. But I don't really want to ruin the whole starfish, and I think she's going to be super chuffed that I get paint on it. So, because she loves, as she calls it, doing rollers, which is, jelly printing. Where did I put? Hold on, I have to get my brayer. Sorry about that. Let's grab the brayer. Oops. Okay. This video is allowed to be a calamity because all right, so I'm going to go with 3 colors, I think, and I'm just going to kind of blend them up. So a yellow, a green, and a blue. And I'll start with, I should probably shake this. These paints are not brand new. They're not like super old, but I haven't used them in a little while. So I think we will go with the yellow first here and just kind of get that spread around. Okay. Then I will do the blue on this side. This is almost empty, I think. Oh no, it's clogged. I think it's clogged. Yeah, there's paint there. There we go. And then some green, which isn't opened yet. This is kind of a transparent paint. These are all just Americana Deco Art paints. Sour apple, saffron yellow, and spa blue. Spa blue is one of my very favorite of their paints. Yeah, this one's quite see-through, and then that one is quite opaque. So I'm just going to go across like this, just kind of so that everything is still present. I'm not covering any of the one colors, but I am creating a bit of a blend. Okay, so we'll just set this off to the side, maybe roll it on some paper over here to just use it up. Okay. Then we need the starfish. So again, no promises. I'm going to start with using this side and just kind of giving it a press without hopefully breaking it. See what that did. Okay, we have got some markings. Now I'll use the jiggity jaggedy side, and I'm just going to have to rock it around a little because this side is like convex, so it sticks out. Yeah, so there we go. Hopefully we're getting marking here. Yep, okay. And then I'll do this down here again. And maybe over here. Starfish itself is actually just looking neater with the paint on it. Yeah, I think I like using the back better. You can get more definition. So if you were an aspiring jelly artist and looking for more things to make marks, I've got you. Okay, so we're done with that. I'm going to use the recommended graph paper here. I'll just plunk that down and then hope for the best. You just kind of want to rub until you get the warmth of your hand into the jelly a little bit to just make sure you got a nice seal and a nice lift off of the jelly. Alright, I think we should probably be good now. pull it up a little bit and see. Okay, yep. Okay, so I'm going to move the jelly off to the side. Actually, I'm just going to pause for a moment and give it a clean. Okay, so I've mostly dried the paper as well. So now I think I just want to do a little bit more with this to bring out the starfish. So I was thinking about just taking a pencil and kind of dragging it around the edges just to form like a jiggy-jaggy kind of line, so that we don't completely lose the starfish. As much as it did define itself, I'd like a little more in some spots if I can. And we never use these kind of rudimentary tools, right? So I think it's time to try using just a simple pencil and see how it can add to the work. Okay. Yeah, that's probably good for now. Okay. All right, now this is quite bright for sure. So I think what I'll do, maybe add a little bit of coffee spray. Okay, that's good. And then I will just pause and dry this. Okay, so paper is now mostly dry, and so basically I'm just going to set it aside for a minute and make the base of the tag. Just move a couple things over here. Let's get our starfish out of the way, and the brayer. Now here's the piece of paper that I put the brayer on. I'm not going to use that though. I'm going to use a fresh piece. Mainly because I wrote some kind of a note on that one that I want to remember. Alright, so I'm just going to take a piece of my glue book that I've been using. It's just a large old art book that I've kind of gutted for images already. Okay, then trim this down a little bit so it's not such a gigantic tag. See if we can even go straight. That would be good. Okay. And I'll just take a little off this edge as well. Just a bit of glue. Alrighty, so now I will cut this into a tag shape. Guess I'll do that now. Why not? Anything to help me avoid having to proceed. Okay, so next preppy type thing I need to do, preparation type thing, is this fruit cup. So what am I going to do with this? I'm going to paint it blue. I think blue. I need a paintbrush. Okay, here's one. And we'll just kind of get this kind of going so that it can have some drying time. I'm just going to put some blue paint on it. I'm not even going to think about the stress that the pieces of dried rice and lentils are giving me right now. We're just going to ignore the stress. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of dry brush this over it here. To the bottom as well, I guess. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm going to paint over that. And then maybe a little yellow in the top, just because this is reminding me of a sun. Now that I'm looking at it with paint on it. So we're just going to also just dry brush yellow up here. Little sunshine from my sunshine. All good. Okay. Okay. Alright, where's the other? There it is. I do not have a glass of water. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, it's empty. No. I always have like either a cup of water or something on my desk. Half the time it's my drinking water that I give up to the paintbrush fairies because I forget to bring stuff down here. All right. Now, let's just set that aside to dry. Oh, what am I doing? All right, so we've got this rainbow. Now, this is like a backing of stickers from this math game that we got for my daughter. It's super bright. I would love to tone it down a bit. I don't know what to do that with. I don't think coffee will help me because this is that shiny sticker back paper. I mean, this is kind of grunging it a little, this vintage photo. So let's just try to tone it down just a titch if we can with some ink. All right, that's good. Enough. We can grunge the tag up more. So, I do like the rainbow. Can I rip this or do I have to cut it? I can rip it, I guess. Just want to get a bit of all the colors that I can. There we go. Yep. So, I think I'll use this paper and cover the tag with it. And I'm going to just cut this in half. So we have more if we need it. But let's just go ahead and glue the tag down. Putting it in the middle because I want where the pencil marks are. And they may end up getting completely covered, which is fine. Smoothing, and there's a little paper I need to trim here. These are the scissors that annoy me. I think my daughter stole my other scissors. No. Oh well. Okay, now we proceed. So on this side, I'm going to stick this on here. Okay. Alright, now let's pop that down here. It's kind of cool. I mean, as random as the things are that she chose, at least I think they're kind of fun. They're imaginative. I can give her that for sure. Which doesn't surprise me because she is super imaginative. Okay, now what I do notice that's kind of a cool contrast here is that there's squares on this as well as on this, but these ones are gray. And I do like this circle too. I don't think I really want to use the fork and knife. It's not really my thing. But if I did that, then the only bit of focus in here will be what I see here. Although I think that's what I want to do because now I have an idea. Okay. See, this is the fun thing about these kind of challenges is it takes your brain to a place you would never have expected it to go, but also that you hope it will come back from eventually and not stay away too long. Okay, now we'll lay the tag down here. Right there, I guess, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this has 2 pieces. I probably didn't need to use both of them, but that's okay. Okay, this is our emergency. What are these ones? These are the bad scissors. Set our little fork friend aside here. Oh, goodness. Alright, we need another layer of glue to hold this down because I neglected to recall that this is 2 layers. Alright, there we go. I just want to cut this little bit of plastic up. Okay, get this little extra off the side there. Alright, now this, I need to find, where's my lentils and my rice? Right there. 3 in 1. Now we just got to do this little bit of weighting here on the 3 in 1. There we go. Some glue. Just a good sized glop of glue in the middle. We're going to glue the lentils and the rice on top of here. Now, I want to use the heat gun on this, but I know that it's kind of a flammable glue, and also it turns white and bubbles when you do use heat on it. So you know that I've done it, right? Now you know my secret. But I'm going to do it again. I will just pause, or I won't pause, I will mute and film. Okay, so now it's kind of alive. I don't know. It was just moving on its own. So I want to make sure that I trap. They're trapped. Yeah, they're in there. Okay. So I'm just going to press this down. So we got like the, obviously the plastic melts a little bit. I was trying to make like some fine bubbles and cracks in it because that's sort of what I want. And then I wanted to trap these in the glue. So there's my lentils and my rice. So we have this textured bit. Okay. So now we're going to cut this apart because I want to do 2 things with it. So one is I want to get the center out here with a little bit of the package's, the dimples left in the package. That center piece off. Okay. And then because this is like, you know, curved, I just want to like try to flatten it a little so it's something I'll be able to attach and it won't, you know, stick out huge, but I don't want to lose all those little dimples around the edge, so I can't go too far. Uh-oh, we've lost a lentil. That's okay. I've still got another one right there, and the rice. That one didn't get fully immersed in the glue. Alright, now I'm going to experiment and see if I can maybe melt the shape of this down a little differently with the heat gun. So I will I will do this on pause, kind of, or not on pause, but in speed. Okay, now we have this weird thing. Okay, but it's okay. Alright, so I still want this to kind of be like a shiny sun type thing. So I just got it very hot. I tried to mush it with my coffee cup, which apparently has a concave bottom. That didn't work. So I used this, actually, my gilding wax. Now I'm just going to go around the edges a little bit with the gilding wax to just make this something a little more nice looking. There we go. Okay, so now we have this circle, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to use it up here like this on that spot. Then yeah, so I think I will just fabric-tack that down now because I have some more work to do. Okay. Yeah, we got that flat enough so it will glue down. Perfect. Okay, so now let's just set the tag aside a little bit and let it just dry. Then I want to work on the rest of what I want to do with the fruit cup here. So the other plan I have is to just get rid of the part that has a curve to it. And then use these as little, I'm going to cut them kind of jiggity jaggedy here because I want to use them as like little bits, almost like eggshells really. Just cut them in random shapes and hope that the waste-free community sees this video because there are plenty of time-consuming, tedious things you could be doing to become even more waste-free in your life. Okay. I just want to have a lot of these little guys so that I can use them. Then the other thing I have yet to use is the other piece of shiny sticker back paper. So I want to treat that, I think, the same way, but I'm not going to take as long to cut it all out. Just going to kind of do this weird, terrible origami type technique. Okay, this is shooting around everywhere here. Okay, now all my bitsy bobs here. Just make confetti. Okay. Trying to think about what glue to use. I want to go Fabri-Tac, but I also don't. I think I want to go with our glitter glue. I think our glitter glue will do the job just fine. And I just have to unclog this bottle a little here. There we go. I need to clean my glue bottles. So let's start with gluing down one of the pieces of the fruit cup that I painted here. And that is too, it stands up too much. It's not going to work. They need to be flat. So let's just kind of swirl this glue around here maybe. This one is only slightly bent. Actually, it's okay. You know what? We're going to do like a mosaic technique here, and I'm going to go back in with more glue afterward to secure it all down if I feel like it's not sticking. So I'm not too concerned. And I'm actually going to do something weird, and that's just put the art glitter down on the surface that I want to cover, which is mostly up here. And then I'll just sort of lay these like a mosaic, using the flattest ones that I have, and then just filling it with both paper and the fruit cup. If you can hear my dog snoring, that is my dog next to me here. Okay, just give me a little bit of time to do this and I'll be back. Okay, so while we just continue to let this dry, I still need to use the mouse message, right? The little mouse message that she wrote on the back of some kind of a clothing tag. So yeah, we have to figure that out too. So what I might do is cut out this fork. Okay, maybe one here, and then I have another fork on this side of the album cover. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, so we need to glue that down. Whoops. Okay. Oh, it's glued to my finger. Okay. Then these kind of maybe could be like flowers in this center. So this appears to be gluing down pretty well now. It's not coming up, so I'm thinking these little shapes that she drew kind of could be like roses, maybe. So we can use this, and then I do still have some of this rainbow left over, so I'll go with the red maybe, and we'll do the same kind of thing by cutting out some circles of this and putting them in behind the little mouse message. So I'll cut a bunch of these circles, and then we will glue all right. Okay, so let's just start to glue these down. Turn these forks into flowers. And only you will know that there's a secret mouse message. Which we'll put the mouse messages on the top. Okay. There's my pin there. I almost put the glue stick on top of there. All right. I need a piece of paper to just use to sort of tamp this down here. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, I think this needs some stitching, definitely. The other thing that I'm going to quickly do is, where is my paintbrush? Oh, it's in the water. Okay. I'm going to add a little green to the stem, I think. I need to shake this paint. It is absolutely separated. Okay. So let's just add a little bit of color here. Whoops. And then to contrast, kind of, or not contrast, but to kind of go with the blue that I used in the crackly fruit cup, I'm just going to grab a little more blue and just go around the inner circle here. Okay. And then I want to go back to the yellow as well. And just bring that to the outer circle. Just to sort of give a nod to that little sun type shape that I've created up there. Okay. Oops, still a little at the bottom. Okay. And then up here, I'm going to use some of this yellow paint, I think, and just add little bits in here to just kind of add some more color on that shiny white paper. Okay, what's next? A little yellow here. Okay. This needs some more gilding wax, I think. Just kind of peeking around here on the blue. So also give me a chance to make sure this is all stuck down well. And it is. And then I'm going to come down here and cover up this printed in the USA with a bit of gilding wax. And also just using up the gilding wax from my finger and just going over this bottom entirely. Alright, this needs stitching, so I will be right back. I'm going to add some stitching to this, and I think we'll be almost done. Okay, so that's done. I stitched around the edge and around the circle, but I'm a little concerned that I don't have that much of the starfish represented. So I'm going to try one more thing here to just add a little more of starfishiness. I'm just going to paint the back of the starfish kind of heavily with paint here. Just one of the legs. And then we'll see what happens. So actually, let's try it on here first. Well, we are using it, right? We're using the starfish. See, I can tell that's starfish. I mean, I will know it's starfish, but yeah. Okay, yeah, you can see that it's the shape of the starfish. So okay, I think we are done. So I will just let this dry, and I'll pop a picture of the final tag on Instagram so you can see the details up closely. So yeah, fruit cup, starfish, old sticker backing, lentils and rice, and yeah, we have a tag in a 45 cover. You can do this, I promise. All right, I will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much again to Elisa and Mr. Klotchman for this fun open collaboration. I really love this. I think this is so fun, and it's totally making me think more about having kids design challenges. But also, I want to say thank you to Barbara and Louisa from 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel, Junk Journal Art, for sharing this fun challenge and for allowing us to participate. So yeah, that's it for me today. You can find all my social media info down below in the description box. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.